Hello adventurers, and anyone new who happens to be clicking on this video. Tomorrow is a very special day. Well, actually today it's the 20th, so, because when I upload this, it'll be the 21st, and tomorrow will then be the 22nd, which is my birthday! Yay! I'm turning 25, and I feel old AF. So, what I thought would be a fun thing to do today would be a list of 25 lessons I've learned in 25 years. I didn't think this was gonna be too hard to list up, but holy crap, to try not to repeat myself was a lot. But here is the list. Avoid a avoid a life that is repetitive all the time. That is what I'm trying to say. Here's the word, you know how it's spelled, I just can't say it for some reason. And here's why. You're gonna make more reckless mistakes because your mind subconsciously is gonna be like, I need to change something. And when you start to become desperate for that, even without fully realizing it, you're gonna make a lot of stupid mistakes that you shouldn't be doing. But yeah, so avoid a monotonous lifestyle. It will slowly kill you. Everything has a reason. So this one I learned from Trisha. Bad things will happen, but there will always be a silver lining to pretty much every situation. But from those bad experiences, a lesson is always learned, and in the long run, it turns into, okay, I learned this lesson from this bad thing that happened, but if the bad thing wouldn't have happened, I wouldn't have learned that lesson. You only have a little spark of madness. You mustn't lose it. As Robin Williams has said, yeah, that sounds about right. I don't think I'm losing the spark of madness. Who goes to these lengths on the 25th birthday? Just relax. This one's a hard one. I'm a very anxious person, and if I have even a little bit too much stress than I can handle, I can just snap and have panic attacks and breakdowns, and it's not fun. But I just need to learn how to relax. It's way easier said than done, do not get me wrong. But once you can finally start to learn how to do it, it is the best thing in the world. Do what you love. See all this? These are all things in my crafting that I love to do, and it's my happy place. And if you don't do what you love, you're just gonna be so sad and so depressed. Again, been there, done that. This is the only place in the park that it has somewhat remotely shady right now. Minimalism. Oh my god, minimalism is like the craziest, hardest thing I have ever attempted to do. But it is so freaking necessary, and I just want to be able to get better and better at it. Like, so far I've only been able to get rid of a few things. I'll link a couple of videos below about minimalism and see for yourself, see if you want to give it a go. Make your health a priority. So this one I really started figuring out around 2013 when I went through my first breakup. That was not a fun time. Oof. Gained 20 pounds, felt like utter shit. My mental health was at its all-time worst. There's a lot of backstory to that, but we're not gonna get into that. That's gonna be like its own lengthy video. But pretty much I learned from that experience to take care of my body much better so that I wouldn't continue fluctuating my weight. And after that experience and going to the gym regularly and not having my weight fluctuate anymore because of that, my mental health was at its best. You really need to take it into priority, otherwise you're just gonna feel like crap. You gotta treat your body like a well-oiled machine. If you put junk into it, it's gonna feel like shit. What you want is not always what you need. Now, if any of you are Disney buffs, I'm sure you recognize that quote from The Princess and the Frog when, oh god, what's her name? The voodoo witch one, the good witch. Is singing that song. It's like, it's not always what, oh god, I can't even sing it right now. You know what I mean, I'm gonna roll the clip.
What we want, what we need is all the same thing, yes?
Ow! Is the same thing, no!
Anyway, that song and her advice, totally right. Totally right. Listen to the song, take that advice, because trust me, it is so on the nose. The best predictor of future behavior is the past behavior. People don't just change like that when they say they're gonna change. So you have like a problem with a friend or a boyfriend or whatever the case may be, and they say they're never gonna do it again, they're probably gonna end up doing it again depending how bad it is. Just be very aware. What they've previously done is probably what they're gonna end up doing again. It's not what you know, it's who you know. I thought this would be a good place to do this one because it is the location of where we did the first Halloween Town, well, the Leaf Factor's Halloween Town photo. Anyway, whew. Sorry, it's really cold, so it's hard to concentrate right now. For example, if I hadn't met Amy and Sarah this Jack costume would not be a thing. This Elsa photo would not be a thing. And I wouldn't have realized how much I love doing this. It's just when you're nice to people, you're willing to make like legit friendships, good things happen because of those things. And now I'm gonna go back inside and get out of this costume because I'm now freezing. Bullies. Bullies will never just end after junior high or high school. They will always be around. But you need to be able to learn how to stick up for yourself, because trust me, if you can't stick up for yourself outside of school setting, it's gonna eat at you and you're just gonna grow bitter. And that's not an appealing thing to have about yourself. Trust me, been there, done that.
That's kind of why I'm leaving my job.
But that's another story for another day. Get out of your comfort zone. The only way you can grow is if you push yourself out of that comfort zone. It sucks, it's scary, but it's definitely necessary. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. People have to make sure that they're saying whatever they mean in the right tone, otherwise it could completely get taken the wrong way. This is why I hate having any kind of real discussion on text, especially if it's discussing a sensitive topic. You're not special until you prove it. Now, this lesson I learned specifically from my dad and my drama teacher, and they would only, compliment us if they think we deserved it, which made us work that much harder in drama. Treat yourself. Now, I'm not talking about over-treating yourself, like spending money that you don't have. Guilty as charged. But make sure that you do treat yourself. Like maybe once a month you go get your nails done like I do. It's just a little something that I love. Or maybe you just go have like a spa day once a month. Just do something that you love that's just for you, that makes you a little extra happy every once in a while. Make your life legendary. People that don't push themselves out of their comfort zone, as I mentioned in the previous one, will never have a legendary life because they never tried new things, and pushing yourself out of that comfort zone. See, I told you I was gonna repeat myself. You're gonna have such amazing stories to tell, and what better way to look back on your life than to have amazing stories and inspire them to do the same. Delete, block, delete. You shouldn't feel any shame if you need to cut someone out. Goals. Always have them. It keeps life interesting, and if you don't have goals, you start to get bored and you just have nothing to strive for. And who wants a life where you're not striving for anything? It's not awkward unless you make it awkward. That didn't really work. I learned this from my first serious crush, who will remain unnamed. Learn to forgive. Now, not gonna lie, this was the hardest lesson to learn because I still struggle with it, even though I know it's something that I need to finish learning, so I don't know if it technically should be on this list, but I'm putting it on there anyway because I completely agree with it. I remember when I was in grade 12, I heard Oprah say some quote. I don't know if she made it up or if she read it from a book, but I remember her saying it on her show, and that is,
forgiveness is giving up the hope that the past could be any different.
And I could not agree with that more. That resonated with me so much when I first heard it. You forgiving someone or something that someone did or whatever, it's not you saying that you're okay with what they did, because obviously what they did was not okay. And you kind of just have to expect as you get older that people are not going to be sorry for everything that they've done, even if it is wrong. I've had this happen to me countless times, but you forgive for the sake of yourself. You don't forgive to make them feel better about what they did. It's, oh, phone's ringing. Okay, sorry. Okay, where was I? You're not forgiving them for the sake of them. You're forgiving them to give you peace about what happened. And if you keep holding on to it, it's just gonna make you go crazy. Trust me, it makes you go crazy. Like I said, still struggle with this. I'm still working on it. I mean, there's some people that I was able to forgive and I'm fine with now what they've done. But there are still some that I have trouble forgiving, that I haven't quite gotten over, but I know I should, and it's a work in progress. You're not gonna be able to just do it like that. So, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Next one. What you think are flaws are actually your secret weapon. Things I used to hate about myself, I realize now make me stand out. Like, for example, I hated how broad my shoulders are. Like, I will just show you. I have very broad man shoulders. But as I got older, I realized, you know what, like my shoulders help me look curvy when I want to look curvy, and they help me look like a guy when I need to look like a guy. Find inspiration everywhere. There is literally beauty everywhere, and if you just really look at it, it can spark some kind of idea or passion, something, and it could really change your life. So always be on the lookout and actively search for inspiration. Be respectful. As hard as it is sometimes, you have to be respectful to everybody, even if they don't deserve it, because it's a great exercise in how to be patient. Never give up. You know what they say? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and that is so, so true. Oh my god. That kind of worked. Okay. Travel. Always travel. I wrote down a few things that I thought would be good to mention for travel. It sparks creativity, gives absolute clarity to problems they have the answers to. For example, if I didn't do all this traveling, especially with the Japan trip, I would have never figured out that I actually want to become a YouTuber. And last but not least, it makes life exciting. Like, I wouldn't have met half the people that I know now if it wasn't through travel. And with that, that is my 25 lessons in 25 years. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to create. I got pretty inventive with where I was gonna film. There's not many places when you're in a small town. So, hope you enjoyed it. And remember, think for yourself, use your head, and learn something new.